Welcome to Dream Whisper. Tonight, your journey begins under the quiet glow of the moon. Settle into a position that feels effortless. Allow your shoulders to release, your jaw to soften, and your hands to rest where they can be still. Feel the surface beneath you steady, supportive, holding you without asking anything in return. Take a slow breath in through your nose and let it gently flow out through your mouth. Again inhale and exhale, longer, slower, softer. Each cycle loosens the grip of the day, as if the weight of hours past is dissolving into the night air. Above, imagine the moon casting silver light across high mountain peaks. The air is cool, carrying the faint scent of stone and pine. A breeze moves gently, brushing against your skin like a quiet invitation. You are safe here, at the threshold of a sacred place, where silence is not emptiness, but comfort. With every breath, the mind grows quieter. Thoughts appear, then drift away, like clouds crossing a vast night sky. Your body, too, begins to feel lighter, muscles unwinding, heartbeat steady, breath calm. Ahead, a path is waiting, lit softly by moonlight. It does not rush you. It asks nothing but presence. You may pause at its edge, or take the first step when you feel ready. If you are calm, softened, and at peace, let us begin the ascent toward the moon temple.
The journey begins at the base of a quiet mountain trail. The night air is cool, touched with the faint scent of stone and wild herbs. Above, the moon floats steady and luminous, guiding your path with its silver glow. You take your first steps along the narrow trail. Pebbles crunch softly beneath your feet, each sound fading quickly into the vast silence of the night. Around you, tall grasses bend with the breeze, releasing the earthy fragrance of pine and sage. Somewhere in the distance, a nightbird calls a single note that rises and dissolves into the sky. With every step upward, the world behind you falls away. The noise, the worries, the restless movements of the day left at the foot of the mountain. Here, your steps belong only to the present moment. Each one is a small release, a letting go. The path winds gently, never steep, only steady. You notice how your breath begins to find a rhythm with the climb. Inhale as the foot rises, exhale as it rests on solid ground. Soon, breath and movement are one, weaving into a quiet meditation of their own. Occasionally, the trail opens, and you catch glimpses of the valley below. The river glimmers faintly, reflecting the pale moonlight like a silver thread stretched through the earth. The sight brings ease, reminding you how vast the world is and how safe you are within its silence. As you walk, your body feels lighter. The cool air clears the mind. Thoughts that once clung so tightly loosen, scattering like stones rolled gently down the slope. Each step is not just a movement forward, but a passage deeper into calm. The path narrows once more, and ahead you see the faint outline of something weighting massive stones set in place, a structure formed not by chance but by intent. The entrance to the moon temple is near. With every step, you leave the day behind. The mountain holds you steady, and the silence of the night welcomes you closer to the gate. The mountain path carries you to a great stone threshold. Rising before you is the moon gate to massive pillars of weathered rock, crowned by an arch etched with ancient carvings. The symbols gleam faintly under the moonlight, crescents, stars, and spirals that seem to shift as you breathe, alive with a soft silver glow. You lift your hand, brushing your fingers along the cold surface of the stone. The carvings are smooth, polished by centuries of wind and moonlight. They feel both ancient and familiar, as though they have always belonged not only to this place, but to you. Then, without sound, the gate parts. No creak, no groan, only the soft release of air, as if the stones themselves exhaled. The arch widens, and through it you glimpse the first glow of the temple's heart, pale light spilling across polished stone. Crossing the threshold, a shift takes place. Behind you, the mountain path fades into shadow. Ahead, the temple's silence draws you in, a silence vast and unbroken, yet filled with welcome. You have left the world of noise and entered a sanctuary of stillness. For a moment, you stand in the archway, half in the world behind, half in the peace ahead. You notice your breath, slow and steady, anchoring you in this threshold of calm. The moon gate is more than an entrance, it is a passage from one state of being to another. As you step fully inside, the gate closes silently behind you. You are now within the embrace of the Moon Temple, where every stone, every shadow, and every beam of moonlight exists only to carry you deeper into rest. Beyond the Moon Gate, the path opens into a wide courtyard, vast and serene beneath the watchful sky. The ground is laid with pale marble tiles, their surfaces cool and smooth, glowing faintly where the moonlight touches them. Each stone feels deliberate, as though placed not merely to hold weight, but to carry silence itself. Tall columns rise in quiet symmetry, circling the courtyard like guardians of stillness. Their surfaces are etched with faint spirals of the moon's phases, constellations frozen in stone. The light of the moon glides down their length, casting long, soft shadows across the floor. These shadows stretch and overlap, weaving a tapestry of silver and black that shifts gently as clouds drift across the sky. In the center of the courtyard lies a narrow water channel, its flow so subtle it barely makes a sound. Yet if you listen closely, you can hear its soft murmur of voice like a whisper, steady and calming. The water catches the moonlight as it passes, scattering silver sparks along the stones, as though starlight itself has come to rest at your feet. You pause here, letting your body grow still. The night air is cool but tender, brushing gently against your skin. Each exhale seems to merge with the silence, dissolving into the vast space around you. The courtyard does not demand movement, it invites stillness. You imagine laying your hand on the marble, feeling the stone's slow, ancient breath. It is cool to the touch, yet reassuring. The weight of centuries is here, yet it does not press upon you, it lifts from you, as though the stone itself has been waiting to hold what you no longer need to carry. Between the columns, gardens grow quietly, low beds of herbs, their fragrance faint in the night air. Sage, lavender, and myrtle drift together into a perfume that soothes without insistence. Somewhere, a breeze stirs their leaves, carrying with it a calm that feels almost endless. Above, the moon watches through the open sky. Its light is constant, unwavering, settling on your shoulders like a cloak of silver. In this courtyard, the world outside the temple seems impossibly far away. There are no voices, no demands, no weight of time, only stillness and the steady rhythm of your breath. Here in the silent courtyard, you are invited to release more deeply. Let your body soften into its posture. Let your mind untangle from thought. Let your heart find rest, as though it too has set itself upon the marble to be held by the night. The courtyard is not merely a place you stand, it is a place that holds you. steady and serene as you prepare to walk deeper into the temple's mystery. From the silent courtyard, a narrow doorway leads you inward into a chamber carved deep within the temple's stone. The air grows cooler as you step across the threshold, and a hushed reverberation greets you, a subtle vibration, as if the walls themselves remember every sound ever made within them. The chamber is circular, domed overhead, its ceiling vanishing into shadow. Small alcoves are carved along the walls, each holding faint symbols etched into the stone, the shifting cycles of the moon. Constellations arranged like forgotten maps, spirals that seem to lead the eye inward. When the moonlight filters through hidden slits in the ceiling, the carvings shimmer faintly, like silver breath upon the rock. You take a step, and the sound lingers, your footfall repeating softly, a whisper drawn out longer than the moment itself. Another step, another echo. The room magnifies not only the noise, but also the stillness between them, until silence feels as alive as sound. Here, your breath becomes a companion. Inhale, and the chamber carries it outward, scattering it like mist. Exhale, then the walls return it, softened, as though the stone itself is breathing with you. Each beat of your heart seems to hum against the air, reminding you that in this space, nothing is ever truly lost. You pause in the center, where the echoes converge. A subtle vibration rises through the soles of your feet, steady and grounding. It is as if the stone beneath you is speaking in a language beyond words, the language of resonance, of memory, of time itself. There is no fear here. The echoes are not haunting, they are welcoming. They remind you that even your quietest thoughts leave ripples in the world. The whispers of your day, the worries you carry, they arrive, soften, and fade. In this chamber, every burden is heard, acknowledged, and then returned as silence. Above, a faint shimmer draws your eye. Symbols of the moon's phases spiral across the dome, each one glowing gently as though lit from within. They seem to tell a story not of power or conquest, but of rhythm. The waxing and waning, the appearing and disappearing, the eternal return to stillness. You close your eyes, listening. Your breath echoes, your heart echoes, even the faint rustle of your thoughts echoes. And then, slowly, the echoes dissolve into one single truth. You are not separate from the silence, you are part of it. In the chamber of echoes, every sound becomes serenity, and every whisper leads you closer to rest. From the chamber of echoes, a wide stone arch leads you deeper into the temple's heart. The sound of water greets you even before you see it, a slow, delicate rhythm, as though each drop falls in time with your breath. You step into a vast open hall. At its center lies a pool, perfectly round, carved with ancient precision into the stone floor. The water is utterly still, so calm it appears like a mirror crafted from glass. Above, a single opening in the ceiling allows the moonlight to fall directly upon it. The reflection glows silver, radiant, alive as if the moon herself has descended into the temple to rest upon the surface. You approach slowly, each step softened by the hush of the chamber. The air here is cooler, tinged with the faint scent of wet stone and night-blooming flowers. The silence is so complete that even your breath seems reverent, careful not to disturb the stillness. Kneeling at the pool's edge, you see your reflection mingled with the moon's. Your face, softened by silver light, blends into the ripples of stars overhead. For a moment, it feels as though the boundary between earth and sky, self and universe, has dissolved. You dip your fingers into the water. The surface trembles, and moonlight scatters in countless threads of silver, weaving through your hands like liquid stardust. The ripples spread outward in slow rings, carrying away the last remnants of tension, the final weight of the day. The water accepts everything and returns only calm. You lean closer, watching as the ripples smooth themselves once more. The pool returns to stillness almost instantly, as though it was never disturbed. Its lesson is quiet but profound. Serenity is not the absence of movement, but the return to balance. The longer you remain, the more you feel as though the pool is cleansing you, not your body, but your thoughts. Each breath grows easier, each exhale lighter. The worries that clung to you dissolve into the water's depth, replaced by a spacious, luminous calm. Around the edges of the chamber, carved symbols shimmer faintly. Crescents, spirals, waves. They glow in rhythm with the ripples, as though the temple itself breathes alongside you. The air hums softly, not with sound, but with presence. You rest your hands on the cool stone, letting the silence settle deeper into you. The pool of moonlight is not just water, it is a mirror of your own spirit, showing you what remains when all else has quieted. Here, under the gaze of the moon, you are cleansed, renewed, and carried closer to sleep. From the chamber of the moon pool, a winding stairway rises. The steps are carved directly into the mountain stone, each one worn smooth by centuries of quiet pilgrims. You ascend slowly, unhurried, the rhythm of your breath matching the rhythm of your steps. The air grows thinner, cooler, carrying the scent of alpine herbs and clean rock. Above, the sky opens wider with each turn, until at last you step onto the summit, the highest terrace of the moon temple. Here, there are no walls, no roof, only the vast dome of night, stretching in every direction. The stars shimmer like scattered embers across velvet black, and the moon hangs enormous, luminous, suspended just above the horizon. Its light pours down like a river of silver, bathing the temple stones in a glow so soft it feels almost liquid. Columns rise around the terrace like guardians, framing the heavens. Vines trail upward along their flanks, their blossoms glowing faintly as though mirroring the constellations above. Between the columns, the world falls away into endless valleys and ridges, mountains rolling like sleeping giants beneath the night. At the center of the summit lies a smooth stone platform. You move toward it and sit, the surface cool beneath your palms. From here, the sky feels close enough to touch. The stars do not simply shine, they breathe with you, flickering in rhythm with your chest's rise and fall. The silence is immense, but not empty. It carries a fullness, a wholeness. Every breath you take is answered by the sigh of wind. Every exhale seems to dissolve into the moonlight, carried upward as though the night itself accepts your offering. You close your eyes, and the stillness deepens. Within you find the same summit, vast, endless, peaceful. The temple has led you here not to its stones, but to yourself. This peak was always waiting in the quiet center of your being. You sit in that stillness, wrapped in moonlight. Thoughts may rise, but they drift away like clouds across the sky. Only breath remains, only silence, only the moon. Here, at the summit of the moon, you are weightless. From the summit, you begin a slow return inward, not downward, but deeper into stillness. The vast terraces, the columns, the pools of silver water all dissolve into the quiet night. The temple is no longer stone and shadow. It has become part of you, woven into breath and heartbeat. The air around you feels warmer now, as if the night itself has drawn close to protect you. The moonlight wraps over your body like a soft blanket, weightless yet steady. Every inhale gathers peace. Every exhale releases the last remnants of the day. You find a place of rest within the temple, a sheltered alcove, or perhaps simply the space behind your closed eyes. The floor beneath you is warm and steady, as though the mountain itself is holding you. Vines sway gently in the unseen breeze, their blossoms releasing a faint fragrance, subtle and calming, like a lullaby carried on air. The silence deepens. It is no longer outside you. It is within. Thoughts drift like feathers, rising and falling until even they dissolve. Only the slow rhythm of breath remains, steady as the stars. Inhale, the night receives you. Exhale, you surrender to its care. Inhale, the temple rests within you. Exhale, and you rest within the temple. The moon temple has given you its final gift, a sanctuary that will travel with you, even as dreams unfold. There is no need to search further, no need to hold anything at all. You are safe, you are whole. Tonight, the silence of the moon temple carries you into sleep, deep, endless, and gentle.